Welcome. Speaking English can feel scary for many people. Maybe you know the words but feel too shy to say them. I understand because I felt the same way. That is why I want to share a simple rule that changed everything for me. This is called the 5-second rule, and it is easy to remember. When you want to speak, you count down from 5 and then start talking before your brain says no. It stops you from waiting too long and losing your chance. This little trick helped me speak without overthinking. I wanted to speak English with confidence. But every time I had a chance, I stayed quiet because I was nervous. The 5-second rule pushed me to act before fear took over. It made me feel brave and proud of myself. You can use this rule in many situations. Try it when ordering food, asking a question in class, or meeting a new person. Every time you use it, speaking becomes easier. Soon, you will see big changes in your confidence. Stay with me until the end of this video because I have bonus tips to make the rule even stronger. These tips will help you speak more, learn faster, and enjoy English. You are closer to speaking with confidence than you think. Let's start this journey together today. The 5-second rule is a simple idea that can change the way you speak English. It means you have only 5 seconds to start speaking before you change your mind. You count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you talk. This quick action stops you from overthinking. Many English learners know what they want to say but feel shy or scared. They wait too long, and the chance to speak disappears. The 5-second rule helps you take that chance right away. It pushes you to speak before fear takes over. I used to wait for the perfect moment to speak English. I thought too much about my grammar and pronunciation. While I was thinking, the conversation moved on. The 5-second rule helped me stop waiting and start talking. When you count down from 5, your brain gets ready to act. It's like pressing a go button inside you. You don't have time to create excuses. You just start speaking. The rule is simple, but it works because it changes your habits. It teaches you to take action quickly. Every time you use it, you train your brain to be brave. This is how confidence grows. You can use the 5-second rule in many places. Try it in class when the teacher asks a question. Try it when a friend speaks English with you. Soon, you will speak without even counting. The first time you try the rule, you might still feel nervous. That is normal. Fear doesn't disappear right away. But each time you use the rule, the fear gets smaller. The 5-second rule is not about speaking perfectly. It is about speaking at all. When you speak, you get real practice. And practice is the key to learning English. This rule works because your brain loves action. If you move quickly, your brain has no time to stop you. The countdown makes it fun and exciting. It feels like a small game you can win. You can practice the rule at home. Watch a video and pause it. Count down from 5 and answer a question out loud. This builds the habit in a safe space. The 5-second rule also helps you in real life. If you meet someone new, you can start talking without thinking too much. Just count down and say hello. Small actions like this make big changes. Some learners worry that they will make mistakes. But mistakes are part of learning. The important thing is to speak. The 5-second rule gives you the courage to try. You can even use the rule when you feel lazy to practice. If you don't want to read or watch something in English, count down from 5 and start. Once you begin, it becomes easier to keep going. The rule is short, so you can remember it anywhere. You don't need a book or a teacher. You only need your voice and a little courage. That's why it works for everyone. The more you use the rule, the faster your brain will react. You will notice that you speak more often. People will respond to you, and you will get better with every conversation. This is how progress happens. Some days will be harder than others. You might feel extra shy or tired. But even on those days, the 5-second rule can help you start. The first word is always the hardest, but it leads to more. When you speak more, you also listen more. You understand new words, accents, and ways of speaking. The 5-second rule opens the door to more English in your life. And more English means faster learning. Think of the rule as a small friend in your pocket. It's always ready to help you speak. Whenever you feel unsure, it reminds you, just count down and go. That little push can make a big difference. The 5-second rule is not magic, but it feels like it. It works because it makes you act before doubt wins. Every time you use it, you take control of your learning. And when you control your learning, you succeed. You don't need to wait for the perfect English to speak. You just need to start. The 5-second rule gives you the courage to take that first step. And that first step leads you to confidence, fluency, and success. I remember a time when I really wanted to speak English but could not. My mind was full of the right words, but my mouth stayed quiet. I felt nervous, and my heart beat fast. Many chances to speak just passed by. One day, I was watching a video about confidence. The speaker talked about a simple countdown to take action. They called it the 5-second rule. I was curious and wanted to try it for English. At first, I did not think it would work for me. It sounded too easy. But I decided to give it a chance. I told myself I had nothing to lose. The first time I tried, I was in class. The teacher asked a question, and I started counting in my head, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Before I could change my mind, I raised my hand. My voice was shaking, but I spoke. It was a small answer, but it felt big to me. I felt proud for trying. The fear was still there, but I also felt a little stronger. That feeling made me want to try again. I began using the rule in many situations. When ordering food, I counted down and spoke in English. When talking to classmates, I used it again. Every time, it got a little easier. I noticed that I stopped thinking so much about mistakes. The countdown made me focus on speaking, not on fear. I learned that action is more important than perfection. This changed my way of learning. After a few weeks, people started noticing. My friends said I was speaking more. My teacher said my confidence had grown. That gave me even more motivation. I realized the 5-second rule was not just for speaking English. It worked for many parts of life. But for English, it was special because it broke my silence. The trick worked because it pushed me into action. It didn't give my brain time to make excuses. Instead, it told me, "Go now." That's exactly what I needed. I also began to enjoy conversations more. Before, I was too busy thinking about mistakes. Now, I could listen and answer quickly. I felt more connected to people. This small habit made me believe in myself. If I could speak once, I could speak again. Each time built my courage like a brick in a wall. Soon, the wall of fear was much smaller. Sometimes, I still felt shy. But the 5-second rule was like a friend reminding me, "You can do it." That voice was stronger than my fear. Looking back, I am glad I found this trick. Without it, I might still be quiet in every conversation. With it, I can share my thoughts and practice every day. The best part is that anyone can use it. You don't need to be a special kind of learner. You only need the will to try. The countdown will do the rest. Now, I teach this rule to other learners. I tell them my story so they see it's possible. Many of them say it helps them too. That makes me happy. Discovering this trick was like finding a key. It opened the door to my English voice. And once that door opened, I never wanted to close it again. The 5-second rule didn't just change my English. It changed my confidence, my learning, and my life. That's why I call it a life-changing trick. The 5-second rule works because it stops your brain from overthinking. When you wait too long, your brain starts finding reasons not to act. It tells you, you might make a mistake or maybe later. The countdown breaks this cycle and pushes you forward. Scientists say our brain has two parts for decision-making. One part is fast and acts quickly, and the other is slow and careful. When you count down, you wake up the fast part. This makes you speak before the slow part can stop you. The rule also helps because it creates a small sense of urgency. Your mind knows time is running out, so it chooses action over fear. It's like a small challenge you give yourself. And your brain loves to win challenges. When you use the 5-second rule, your focus changes. You stop thinking about what might go wrong. Instead, you think about the countdown and the action. This shift in focus helps you feel braver. Fear often grows when we wait. The more we think about speaking, the bigger the fear becomes. The rule cuts this waiting time. That's why you feel a sudden boost of courage. This method also builds new habits in your brain. Every time you act quickly, you make a new path in your mind. The more you use it, the stronger that path becomes. Soon, speaking without fear feels natural. It works a bit like muscle memory. Just like your body remembers how to ride a bike, your brain remembers how to speak fast without thinking too much. The countdown is your signal to start. And your brain learns to react. The rule also helps control negative self-talk. When you count down, your mind has no time to say, "I can't do this." You replace those thoughts with action. That's a powerful change. Some experts say the rule reduces hesitation. Hesitation is the enemy of confidence. If you wait too long, confidence drops. But if you act fast, confidence grows. The science behind it is simple but powerful. Quick action changes your brain's pattern. Instead of fear leading to silence, action leads to speaking. Over time, this becomes your new normal. The 5-second rule also triggers what scientists call activation energy. This is the push your brain needs to start something. Once you start, it's easier to keep going. When you speak quickly, you also train your listening skills. You become more focused on the conversation and less on your own fear. This makes learning faster and more natural. The rule works even if you still make mistakes. That's because action is more important than perfection at the start. The more you speak, the better your grammar and vocabulary will become. Using the countdown also gives your brain a start signal. This signal tells your body to prepare your voice, your breath, your thoughts. It's like telling your whole self, "Get ready, we're speaking now." The best part is that the rule works the same way for everyone. It doesn't matter your age, level, or accent. The brain works in a similar way for all humans, so this trick can help anyone. When you understand the science, you trust the process more. You see that it's not magic, it's how the brain reacts to quick action. This makes you more motivated to use it. The rule also gives you control. Instead of fear controlling you, you control your response. That feeling of power is very motivating. Even if you only use the rule once a day, it starts to change your thinking. Soon, you won't just use it for speaking English. You might use it for other challenges in life. The 5-second rule works because it's simple, fast, and based on how our brains are wired. It turns hesitation into action. And in language learning, action is the fastest path to success. Fear can feel like a heavy wall between you and your goals. It stops you from speaking, even when you know the words. The 5-second rule is like a small door in that wall. It gives you a way through before fear grows stronger. When fear starts, it comes with many thoughts. What if I make a mistake, or what if people laugh? These thoughts make you freeze. The countdown stops these thoughts before they take over. The trick works because fear needs time to grow. If you act fast, fear has no time to get big. In just 5 seconds, you can take the first step. And the first step is always the hardest. When you count down, you are giving yourself permission to act. It's like telling yourself, "I'm doing this now, no matter what." That moment of decision is powerful. It pushes you forward. I remember a time I was too scared to ask a question in English. My hands were cold, and my mind was blank. I counted 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and spoke anyway. The fear didn't disappear, but I felt stronger for acting. The 5-second rule doesn't make fear vanish instantly. But it makes you bigger than the fear. It shows you that you can speak even when you're afraid. That's real confidence. Each time you use the rule, your fear becomes smaller. You start to trust yourself more. You think, if I did it once, I can do it again. This belief grows over time. It's important to remember that fear is normal. Everyone feels it, even confident speakers. The difference is in how you respond. The rule teaches you to respond with action. Sometimes, your voice might shake or your words might be slow. That's okay. Speaking while scared is still a win. Every try makes you braver. Fear often comes from thinking too much about mistakes. But the rule makes you focus on the countdown instead. This simple change helps you move past the fear. Even in new situations, the rule still works. Meeting someone for the first time? Count down and say hello. Joining a group conversation? Count down and add your sentence. The more you use the 5-second rule, the less control fear has over you. You start to feel ready in more situations. This makes speaking English a normal part of your life. Some people wait for the fear to go away before they speak. But waiting can take months or years. The rule lets you act now, and confidence grows from action. Your brain learns from these brave moments. It remembers, I spoke before, and it was okay. Over time, fear becomes less scary. Speaking becomes more natural. The beauty of the 5-second rule is its simplicity. No special tools, no long training, just your own mind and a short countdown. It's always with you. You don't need to be fearless to speak English. You just need 5 seconds of courage. That's enough to break the silence. Overcoming fear in 5 seconds is not magic, it's practice. Each time you use the rule, you get a little better. And one day, you'll notice fear no longer stops you. When you win against fear once, you open the door to many more wins. Soon, you'll speak more, learn more, and enjoy more conversations. All because you didn't let 5 seconds go to waste. The 5-second rule is not just for big speeches. You can use it in small, daily conversations too. Imagine you are in a shop and want to ask for something. Count down, and then say, "Excuse me, where is the bread?" At a cafe, you might feel shy to order in English. Instead of waiting and thinking too much, count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and speak. You could say, "I'd like a coffee, please." Each time you do this, it gets easier. When meeting someone new, you can use the rule to start talking. After counting down, smile and say, "Hi, my name is Anna." A simple start can lead to a nice conversation. Small actions can bring big results. If you want to join a group discussion, the rule works well. Wait for a small pause, count down, and share your idea. You don't have to say something long or perfect. Even a short comment shows you are part of the group. When you hear a new word you don't understand, you can use the rule to ask about it. Count down and say, "What does this word mean?" This shows you are curious and ready to learn. At work or in class, you might need to answer a question. Fear can make you stay quiet. But with the 5-second rule, you can answer right away. Your teacher or boss will see your effort. If you see a tourist in your city, try the rule to start a short chat. Count down and say, "Do you need help?" It's a kind way to practice English and help someone at the same time. Even at home, you can practice with family or friends. Count down and ask them something in English. For example, "What do you want for dinner?" This keeps your skills active. The rule can help you in phone calls too. Before speaking, count down and greet the person. For example, "Hello, this is Maria. Can I speak to John?" Starting fast makes the call easier. When talking to strangers, short sentences work best. Use the rule and say something like, "Nice weather today." This is an easy way to start a friendly talk. You can also use the rule when giving thanks. Count down and say, "Thank you for your help." Small polite sentences make people happy and improve your confidence. If you need to ask for directions, the rule is perfect. Count down, then ask, "How do I get to the station?" Most people will be happy to answer. When meeting someone online, you can use the rule to write a quick message in English. Count down, then type, "Hi, nice to meet you." Fast action helps you connect. The rule also works for making invitations. Count down, then say, "Do you want to have lunch with me?" Even if they say no, you have practiced speaking. If you are in a class, use the rule to answer the teacher's question. Count down and give your answer, even if it's short. This shows you are brave and ready to learn. At the doctor's office, you might need to explain a problem. Count down and start with, "I have a pain in my head." Speaking quickly helps you get the help you need. When ordering food in a restaurant, the rule can make you sound more confident. Count down and say, "I'll have the chicken, please." You will feel proud for speaking clearly. Even when you want to compliment someone, the rule helps. Count down and say, "I like your jacket." Small positive words can make a big difference. Using the 5-second rule in daily life makes speaking English a habit. The more you use it, the more natural it feels. Soon, you will speak without even needing the countdown. You can practice the 5-second rule anywhere you are. At home, count down before saying something in English to yourself. For example, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I am ready. This builds the habit even when no one is watching. While walking outside, you can practice with signs or ads you see. Count down and read them out loud in English. This makes your mouth and mind ready to speak. Small steps like this help you improve daily. If you are waiting in line, use the rule to talk to someone near you. Count down and say, "Hi, how are you?" Short and friendly chats are great for practice. The more you try, the less shy you feel. When you watch TV or movies, use the rule to repeat what you hear. Count down, then copy the sentence with the same tone. This helps with pronunciation and confidence. It's like training your speaking muscles. Before making a phone call, count down and start speaking right away. Even if you feel nervous, the countdown pushes you to act. "Hello, can I speak to?" becomes easier with practice. Soon, phone calls won't scare you. In class or at work, use the rule to answer quickly. When the teacher or boss asks something, count down and speak. You don't have to be perfect, fast action is the goal. This shows confidence and willingness to try. When you are alone, you can practice with imaginary conversations. Pretend you are ordering food or asking for directions. Count down and say your lines out loud. This keeps you ready for real-life moments. If you are with friends, ask them to help you practice. Tell them to give you random questions in English. Count down and answer each one. It turns practice into a fun game. You can even use the rule when writing in English. Count down and type your message without overthinking. This is helpful for chats, emails, or comments. Quick writing builds speed and confidence. During travel, try the rule in airports, stations, or shops. Count down and ask, "Where is the gate?" or "How much is this?" Real situations make your practice stronger. You also meet interesting people. At home, set a timer to remind you to speak every hour. When it rings, count down and say something in English. It could be anything, like "I feel happy today." This keeps your brain active. If you read books in English, pause after a page and use the rule to say something about it. Count down and speak, "I like this part." This mixes reading and speaking skills. Use the rule in online classes or meetings. Count down before you unmute and share your idea. You will sound ready and confident, even if you were nervous before. If you want to make videos of yourself speaking, the rule can help. Count down, start talking, and don't stop to judge yourself. You'll be surprised how much you can say. In busy places like markets or malls, practice with strangers. Count down and ask a simple question, like, "Do you know where the bus stop is?" Small talks help you break the fear of speaking. When you are with English-speaking friends, ask them for quick practice. Count down, say something, and let them reply. This makes learning social and fun. You can even practice in front of a mirror. Count down, then speak to yourself as if you were talking to someone else. This builds body language and self-confidence. Before bed, use the rule to say something positive in English. Count down and say, "I am improving every day." Ending the day with confidence makes you excited for tomorrow. The best part is that the 5-second rule fits into any part of your day. No matter where you are, you can count down and speak. With time, speaking English will feel natural anywhere, anytime. One common mistake is waiting too long to start the countdown. If you let your fear grow before you count, the rule is less powerful. The whole point is to act before doubt takes over. Start counting as soon as you feel nervous. Another mistake is thinking you must be perfect before speaking. This can stop you from using the rule at all. The goal is to speak, not to be flawless. Confidence grows from action, not from waiting for perfection. Some people only use the rule in big situations, like giving a speech. But the rule works best when you use it in small moments too. Everyday practice makes it natural. If you save it for special times, it will feel strange and harder to use. Repeating the countdown too many times without acting is also a problem. If you count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, but then restart, fear wins. You must commit to speaking when you reach one. That's how the habit gets stronger. Many learners forget to prepare simple phrases in advance. The rule helps you start, but you still need something to say. Keep a list of easy sentences ready for common situations. This makes it easier to act quickly. Another mistake is using the rule silently in your head and never speaking. The countdown is meant to lead to action, not just thinking. Say something out loud, even if it's short. Speaking is the practice. Some people stop using the rule after one bad experience. But one mistake or awkward moment is normal in learning. The key is to keep trying. The more you use the rule, the more it works. A mistake is expecting the rule to remove all fear instantly. The rule is a tool to act despite fear, not to erase it. You may still feel nervous at first. That's completely fine and normal. Another error is speaking too fast after the countdown. This can make your words unclear. Speak at a steady pace so people understand you. Confidence is not about speed, it's about clarity. Sometimes learners use the rule but forget to listen to the other person. Good communication is both speaking and listening. After you speak, focus on what they say. This makes conversations smoother. Using the rule only when you feel ready is also a mistake. The rule is for moments when you don't feel ready. That's when it has the most power. Action brings readiness, not the other way around. Some people avoid using the rule in public because they feel shy. But real-life situations are the best practice. Start with small, safe interactions, then build up to bigger ones. You will see progress faster. Another mistake is overthinking your grammar before you speak. This delays your action and brings fear back. Use simple sentences and focus on getting your message across. You can improve grammar later. Some learners stop counting down too soon, like from 3 instead of 5. The 5-second countdown gives your brain time to switch from thinking to doing. Use the full countdown for best results. A mistake is comparing yourself to others who speak better. This can make you feel discouraged and stop using the rule. Remember, your only goal is to be better than yesterday. Comparison slows you down. Many learners forget to celebrate small wins. If you spoke even one sentence, that's a success. Reward yourself mentally to keep motivation high. Small victories lead to big progress. Some use the rule but whisper their words. Speaking quietly can make you seem unsure. Use a clear, confident voice, even if you feel shy. Your tone affects how people respond. Another mistake is forgetting to breathe before speaking. If you rush, you may run out of air and sound tense. Take a deep breath during the countdown. It will help your voice sound stronger. The biggest mistake is giving up too soon. The 5-second rule works through repeated use. Keep going until it becomes natural, and speaking English will feel much easier. One great tip is to practice speaking English every day, even for just a few minutes. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. When you use the 5-second rule often, your confidence will grow quickly. Small daily steps make a big difference. Another tip is to find a friend or partner to practice with. Speaking with someone else makes learning more fun and less scary. You can use the 5-second rule together to help each other speak faster. Having support makes you feel stronger. Listening to English songs, podcasts, or videos helps too. When you hear English often, you get used to the sounds and words. Try to repeat what you hear after counting down with the 5-second rule. This improves your pronunciation and speed. Reading out loud is also very helpful. Choose simple books or articles and read a few sentences every day. Count down before speaking to train your brain to start quickly. This builds both reading and speaking skills. Try to record yourself speaking sometimes. After counting down, speak about any topic for 1 minute. Then listen to yourself and notice what you did well. Recording shows your progress and helps you improve. It's important to set small, clear goals. For example, today, I will speak 3 sentences using the 5-second rule. Achieving small goals feels great and keeps you motivated. Clear targets help you focus on your progress. Practice deep breathing before speaking. When you breathe slowly and deeply, your voice sounds calm and clear. Count down while taking a deep breath. This helps reduce nervousness and makes speaking easier. Use positive self-talk to boost your confidence. Tell yourself, "I can do this," or "It's okay to make mistakes." Repeat these words during the countdown. Positive thoughts help your mind feel ready to speak. Watch movies or shows in English with subtitles. Try to say some lines out loud after counting down. This makes learning fun and gives you real examples to copy. It's a simple way to practice speaking naturally. Remember, every step you take matters. Even if you feel shy or nervous, keep using the 5-second rule. With time, you will feel more confident and enjoy speaking English. Believe in yourself and keep moving forward. Thank you so much for watching this video. If this tip helped you, please click subscribe to join our learning family. Give the video a thumbs up to show your support. Sharing it with a friend who is learning English can help them too. We want to build a kind and strong community here. Everyone can share their ideas and learn from each other. When we help each other, speaking English becomes easier and more fun. Together, we can all grow and become more confident speakers. Please write in the comments how you plan to use the 5-second rule this week. I am excited to hear your stories and experiences. Your words can inspire others to try the rule too. Let's make this place full of motivation and success. Remember, learning English is a journey, not a race. Every small step you take brings you closer to your goal. The 5-second rule is just one tool to help you along the way. Keep practicing, and you will see big changes soon. Thank you again for being here and spending your time with me. Your effort to learn English is amazing and very important. Keep believing in yourself and keep speaking. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.